We have Luce. I see her mat. Not there you are. You're upside down. And Shannon, how was your Easter? Uh-oh, she disappeared. Oh, I think she got kicked off. Okay, so we have about 6 more minutes for our classic warm-up, you guys. So go ahead and get those ankle weights on. And Lafayette, let me know if you need any assistance, if you need any help, hon, if you need any guidance, okay? All right.
Thanks.
And you're back.
Hi, Carla. Sorry about that. What was your question? How did it go?
No, how was your Easter weekend?
Yeah, it was really nice. I built a really beautiful bunk bed for my daughter with my friend.
Oh,
So,
fun.
Yeah,
You're brave.
Yeah, I used a drill. I felt like like a badass.
Okay, well, just for entertainment reasons, I think the last time I used a drill, I caught my hair in it.
Oh goodness. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
Goodness is right.
Fire out. That pretty hair. I think mine was up in a bun, so I was all set with that.
Perfect. Don't laugh, Luce. I see you laughing at me. It's one of those moments where, yeah, it's.
God, I'm not laughing at you. I'm just thinking, the moment you got caught and then, what I mean?
Oh, I got caught and then I put it in reverse, and it got worse.
And then what did you do? How did you get out of that?
Oh, I had to go to the ER.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, great memories.
Just memories now.
It goes down as one of my stupidest things I've ever done. Yes.
Oh my God.
So I thought I'd share it with you guys. Entertain you.
Carla, on the weights, the left leg is I put them on this weekend and started to use them. And one leg, because this leg is kind of atrophying, I'm afraid to use it on the other leg because I don't want them to become uneven. So I'm trying to wait till I get some more strength up.
Yeah.
Which I am. So I'm just gonna not use the weights
No
yet.
worry, don't worry about it. If it's too much, because you know what? Those alternative exercises that you're gonna lay on your side with, those are challenging. And then when you put the weights on, they're very challenging. So don't worry about the weights at this time.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, thank you.
We'll work up to that. You're welcome. All right, it looks like we have about 3 more minutes with the classic warm-up before we transition.
Hello, Carla.
Oh my goodness, Rapture, how are you? Good to see you, love.
5:30 in the morning.
Is it really? Okay, so that's where it's 5:30. It's 5:30 in New Zealand, you guys, just so you know. Now, is this Tuesday for you?
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Monday for us.
Yeah.
Well, let me know if you need any assistance, but we're still on our classic warm-up. If you have your ankle weights, make sure you got those on. And I just want to welcome.
So wearing ankle weights.
No worries, love. No worries. I get it. And welcome Sophie. Welcome Amber. And we have Mystic. How are you? Good to see you. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. Hope everyone enjoyed their Easter weekend and spent some time with family. Okay, I'm just going to take a peek at you. Rapture, is this your first intermediate class? Yes, okay. And there's the beautiful Amber that I get to see her twice. It's always so entertaining. All right, we've got 2 more minutes with our classic warm-up, okay, before we transition. Just take a look at you here. Good job, you guys. Good job, Rapture. Good job, Sheila. Good job, Sylvia. Good job, Lori. Lori, can you kick your leg up a little higher?
Here
It looks,
or here?
yeah, yes, there you go.
Ah, okay.
But let's make sure you're not gonna fall off your blocks, because your blocks look a little unstable.
Okay, let me fix it for you. Thank
Here you
you.
go. You're welcome. All right. Did everyone get to do the recordings on Friday and Sunday?
No.
Friday or Saturday? All right, so go ahead and finish up your set right here. Then we're going to transition. And for those of you that haven't seen the second half of the warm-up, I'm going to show you how to do that. So you can go ahead and remove your ankle weights. You're going to need your resistant band and your yoga strap. So with your resistant band, you're going to put them over your legs, right above your knees. And then you're going to take your yoga strap and you're going to place it right around your bottom blocks here. Make sure your bum's close to your blocks as possible. And then what you can do is get your ankle weights and put them above your head. So you're going to place your feet on the blocks. Make sure you have a nice grip with your hands on the yoga mat, or your yoga strap, sorry. And you're going to put most of your weight on your shoulders. And we're going to lift up our hips and we're going to go out with our legs. So up and out. Now each set is going to be different for each one of you. So you're going to do this until it feels comfortable, like you can do 12 or 10, 12, 15, whatever you like, 20. And then you're going to move onto your left leg. You're going to point your left leg, making sure your knees are parallel, your hips are up, and you're going to go out with your left. Your right foot's going to be stationary. So you're just going to be up and out. Make sure the hips are up and out. Make sure those knees are going to be parallel. And then we're going to get another set. Repeat that with this different leg here. The right leg, point your right toe. Hips are up, knees are parallel. You're up and out, up and out, up and out. And when you're done with all those sets, you're going to reach for your ankle weights. You could do 1 or 2 with your arms will be straight. You're going to go straight up and you're going to stop here at the forehead. So straight arms are back, straight arms up and back. And when you're done, you repeat the whole thing again, holding on to the yoga straps, putting most of your weight on your shoulders. You can go up and out, up and out. I'm going to take a look at you guys. Beautiful job, Amber. And when you get a chance with a yoga strap, it feels a lot more sturdy. Do you got one? Okay, perfect. That way you can scoot your bottom closer to the blocks too. Good job, Sophie. Good job, Rapture. I can't believe you've got a little one up already in the morning. Good job, Luce. Good job, Shannon. And then Sheila, do you have your resistant band? Not quite yet.
No, I don't have it. I'm in my sister's house, so I don't have it.
Oh, okay. No worries. Good job, Sylvia. Perfect job, Lori. Good job. Ernestine, work those arms. Althea, good job, sweetheart. Good job, Marina. All right, so we're gonna stay here for a bit. And we have about another 5 minutes here. I'll go ahead and hop in and join you guys. You got to work out all that carrot cake we ate, right? No, you're gonna say no. It was kefir cake. So my daughter turned 12 yesterday. It was quite the little event here. She had a birthday fall on Easter when she was 3, so I guess it's going to happen a few more times in her lifetime.
I just
think
remembered that your
she-
daughter is an Aries, Carla. Can you?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, how does that manifest? Because she's like a day. My daughter London's birthday is today.
She's a force to be reckoned with. That's all I
my
gotta say.
goodness.
She's the most, she knows who she is and she
Yep.
takes charge and she's like a boss baby.
Yes. Yep. Since day one, right?
Yes. Did I describe that the Aries woman just perfect?
Yes. Well, that's
Love her to
London.
pieces though. I love her independence. And she's very sweet though. And she's
Yeah.
like, when you talk, because she's 12, you're talking to her and it's like you're talking to a grown-up. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Totally mature.
Yeah.
And she's so tall. She's so tall. She towers over all her friends.
How tall is she?
You know, that's a good question. Like her brother's 2 years older and she's almost as tall as him. Like literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
But aren't you
I'll have to find out. I mean, my kids have like just shot up, both of them. And I'm still looking at them like, wait a minute. They look like they could be twins. They really can't. They really do. Oh my goodness. Life is going so quick. I just talked to my oldest son and he's like, you're going to come to my graduation. So he's graduating from college. And I can't believe that. They grow up so quick. Shannon, they grow up so quick. Do you want more? Eventually?
No, no, thanks. Because she's like a 3-in-1 combo. Really, she's three energy, people's energy worth in one person. But definitely grows up quick. I can't believe it's been 5 years. It's really shocking.
You're going to appreciate her strength, her strong character.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's like, they, you know, I mean, they're not followers, I'll tell you that.
No. She's my
No.
leader. Yeah, I have a lot to learn from her.
That's beautiful though.
Yeah.
Did you ever get that book?
Which one?
Boundaries?
Ba-
I sent it
Boundaries?
over to you.
I have Boundaries by Cloud and Townsend.
Well, I'll
I'll
send it over to you
yeah.
again.
Yeah, I have to look
It's
again.
for kids.
Okay, I'll take a look again at our thread. I might have missed it. But I should say I did try. Someone suggested 1, 2, 3 magic,
Yes,
the boundary technique, and it worked like right away, which is
like magic.
main trigger of yeah, it worked like magic. It was my main trigger. It was like of just having to repeat yourself rather than really show her this is what I mean, and I don't want to talk about it 20 times. So that was like a great technique to incorporate.
Well, we'll have to share. We've got airy daughters. Lots of time.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, finish up your set here. And we're gonna go ahead and again, Rapture, this might be new for you. So I just want to make sure your knees are gonna be okay with this, okay? What I like to call is our block back bend, where we are sitting on top of our blocks. When I refer to front, this is like you have your face, so this is your front, your back would be your back. So make sure your tailbone is in front of your yoga blocks. And then you have your legs bent. And when you're gonna walk yourself backwards onto your forearms, down to your shoulders, what you're gonna go as far as what your body will allow you to. And if this is gonna be too much, you can go down to one block. And if that's still too much and it hurts your knees, please take yourself off mute and let me know. And there's an alternative one. And for those that have knee issues, I want you to just to stay on one block. Lay yourself down flat on your back. Put your left foot on top or right above your right knee, and you're going to take your knee towards the ground. You're going to go in dynamic motions up and down. So move that knee up and down. For those that have knee problems, please, if it's too much, don't push yourself and just revert to this one here. So those that are watching the video, knee issues, this is the one I want you to be doing here. But everyone else, if you're good, this is really going to help open up our front quad here. I do love this. It is like one of my favorites.
Carla,
Yes.
can you just double check? Because I'm always kind of insecure. Like I'm not sure. if I'm-
Yeah, so now you're doing it great.
Okay.
How does the 2 blocks feel? Is that too much for you, or do you think that you might be better with 1?
With 1 feels easy. With 2 feels difficult, but I can handle it. Like I'm somewhere between 1 and a 2.
Okay, so here's what I like for you to do. When you first start out, try with 1, so you're stretching out, and then work your way up to 2.
Okay. All right.
But you're already on 2, so
I'm already
it's up to you.
Okay.
Let's sit your in between. Start with 1, and then stay with that for a moment. And I love how you're using the dynamic motions. You're not staying stagnant. That's exactly what I want you to be doing there. Is moving your body, rocking it. So if you have your shoulders down, put your shoulders up. And then down. And don't forget to breathe. Yes, so I just shared that my power tool story with my husband, and he's just like, "Oh, Carla." So I had to stay away from power tools for a while.
Understandable. PTSD, getting wrapped up in a drill.
Sylvia, how you doing, hon? Good?
Yeah, I'm good, but I'm just a bit too scared to go all the way down with my neck and my
Yes.
lower back. So is this okay if I just rest my head on a
Yes, yes. I love
like
how,
that?
because we're stretching right there in the front part of your body.
Yeah, because I feel a lot of pain, not a lot. It's manageable in my knees and my lower back.
And I I just want to say, Lori, you're doing great. Do you like your band on your legs?
It doesn't
Because
disturb me, because I'm very stiff always in my quads.
yeah, so you know what? Take them off. Yeah, take the band off.
I
'Cause
have to take it
that
off.
actually makes it harder. And I want to be able to, I want you to be able to do 2 blocks with ease before you
I
go
know,
into the
this is
band.
what I cannot do. I have one block, look, and I'm dying.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah. So we don't want to have that.
where shall I put the block? Is the block what I am
Right,
not
right
sure?
there. Perfect. You're doing it perfect.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay, let me try to
Oh my
go now.
gosh, Lori, I love your view.
Oh, thank
Do
you.
Is that like the mountains? Are you up in the mountains?
I have the mountains on the back and the lake down.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Thank you. Very peaceful. I do need the peacefulness, actually.
Yeah.
I think I would have lost a long
Oh,
time. I
it's
am like,
beautiful.
I'm like a
You deserve
hermit.
it.
I'm
Well
working
deserved.
6 hours here. At least I have the view, so I'm like, okay.
Rapture, how you doing,
Carla?
hon? How's that feeling?
I can do the one with my leg out flat, but
Okay.
when I try to bend my knees, the top of my feet feel like they're just gonna tear.
Yeah. So that's your fascia. We've got to open up your fascia. It will open up, but if it's too much, that's why I said for those that have pain anywhere, the knees, the ankles, if it's uncomfortable, it's not supposed to be painful. It could be a little uncomfortable, but not painful. So if that's the case, keep your legs straight and then have your foot on top of the other opposite knee, and then you're going to work that knee towards the ground. But now
Yeah,
we're
the
actually
other-
going to do some breath work. This will be nice for you.
So, Carla,
So I always like to, you don't have to, I think someone asked, why do we sit on the block? I like to sit on the block because it sets me up straight. It relaxes me. It opens my whole chest area up. And you can sit Indian style this way. It's just a nice, comfortable position to be in. You can take your right hand, you're going to place it on your chest. Your left hand, you're going to place it on your belly. You can close your eyes when you do this. We're going to breathe through our nose, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth. So when we breathe, we're going to be very intentional, but not forceful. And we're going to fill up our belly. And then we'll exhale. And then we're going to visualize our belly button going towards the back of the spine. We'll take a couple of rounds of breath this way. Our next set of breath, we're going to breathe in through the nose, feeling our belly and the side of the ribs. And as we exhale, we're going to exhale downwards from our side of the ribs to the belly. And typically it takes about twice as long to breathe out than it is to breathe in. And our next set of breaths, we're gonna breathe all the way to the belly, side of the ribs to the chest. And then as we exhale, we're gonna go from the chest to the side of the ribs to the belly. The next round of breath, we're going to breathe in through our belly, side of the ribs, chest, all the way to the collarbone. And when we hit to the collarbone, we're gonna pause for a moment before we exhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna go downwards from the collarbone, chest, side of the ribs to the belly. We're gonna visualize that belly button going towards the back of the spine. We're gonna take this same breath work and we're gonna bring it to our spinal opening. So our first position, as we're breathing in, feel out where you have the most tension. And you're gonna fill that area up with oxygen. You're gonna fill that up with fresh air. And as you exhale, feel your whole spine and your back just melt into that block.
Oh.
And one of these days, you guys, you will be able just to pop your back into the breath because you'll be able to relax your body so well that it just goes pop and just releases it. And at this point, go ahead and place your block at that second position and then using that same breath work.
Oh.
Can you keep that door closed? Go ahead and take one more round of breath here. And in your third position, you can either keep this block underneath towers of the highest position of your block, and you're going to put them together. And it's going to be right where your bra strap will be. And again, this is a little harder to breathe that way, but I want to keep your breath moving, but maybe it's not so dynamic. Higher up you go on your blocks, the harder it is. But you can go ahead and give yourself a nice massage by pointing and flexing your toes. And try to keep your hands in like an arrow going backwards.
Hello, my beautiful beings. So happy to see you. Hello, Mirjana, Alafia, Ernstine, Laurie. I missed you so much. I don't know where you are, but it looks absolutely beautiful. And
so
Sylvia, I think, Laurie, you and Sylvia are both in Switzerland, right?
Sorry?
I think you and Sylvia are both in Switzerland.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I'm in
and you're both
Switzerland,
together here on
yeah.
the screen. So you're neighbors in real life and here on Zoom.
Pastel
Alright.
Swiss.
Amazing.
Nice to see you, Ilana. Nice to
I'm
see
so
you.
happy to see you. And Sheila and Shannon and Luz and Rapture and Sophie and Amber and Isaiah and Kelly. All right, what I want to do is I actually want to take time. My God, Carla, I swear, like your background is like more beautiful than like those virtual backgrounds. It's like absolutely epic. I love it.
Thank you. Alana,
And so are you.
Thank you. Rapture is it's our first intermediate, and she is Tuesday morning already in New Zealand.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So we have New Zealand, Switzerland, US, Canada. Anyone from UK? Yeah, we have Ernstine. Ernstine, you're from UK, right?
He's in Germany.
Oh, Germany. Okay. And then, but where's Sophie? Sophie, where are you from? UK?
Hey, yeah, Newcastle. I actually live really close to Sheila. We're
Oh
gonna
my
meet up
God, that's
tomorrow.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So what I want to do today, I don't remember who that was, but someone asked me, I want to really dive deep into the stool work. So I brought my little stool, and those of you, so Rapture, if this is like, your first intermediate class, you can still work on your blocks, but I really want to take time and go deeper into the stool, because usually when I'm coming in, I move on to something else. But this, I don't remember who asked, but this has been an amazing, amazing practice that anyone who has worked long enough on the blocks can take that to the next level. So, and dive deeper into the back than just with the usual routine with the blocks. So I want you to prepare your stool. If you don't have a stool, if you're brand new beginner, you can still work on your blocks. But if you have an extra set of blocks, you can simply position more of them, I guess, as a stool. Okay. But I do recommend getting that stool, because it's something that's going to be extremely effective. Or if you have something like Alafia has been creative and she's got something perfect. Oh, she has everything. Look at this woman, just equipped for success. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to demonstrate this beautiful routine, and I want you to bring your ankle weight. Okay, so over your head as well. I'm going to pretend that this is my ankle weight. I'm going to put that over my head. I have a bit of an unusual stool. It's a strawberry shape, but the ones that we have in our supplies are like perfect. And you're going to grab your blocks. So when you're starting out, you're going to put a block like this. And then I'm going to grab my straps, and I'm going to put them around here. And I'm going to put myself on speaker view so you guys can see me, and just make sure everyone is muted. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is going to be an amazing practice that I think you're going to really fall in love with. Okay, so right here, I'm going to put the block. So this is primarily for thoracic spine. This is not for lumbar spine. It's really for the thoracic area. So the thoracic is always more challenging to open, because our lumbar spine is meant to bend forward and sideways and more backwards, but the thoracic does not have as much flexibility as the lumbar. So, and for me, it's been a very challenging area opening up, because I didn't know that I have like some trauma in my spine from an accident from the time I was a kid. So yeah, so that's why I had to spend a lot of time working on my thoracic spine. And this is an amazing way of getting really kind of deeper into it. So you can see that the block is right at the edge of my shoulder blades. So we always bring the block no higher than the edge of our shoulder blades, because we want those shoulder blades to open up fully. Okay, and then you're going to grab that strap. So there's two options, one with a strap, but maybe if it's your first time, just simply let go and bring your arms like an arrow this way. Now, for someone who has restrictions in their neck, obviously don't let go of your neck, but what you can do is you can hold your head this way, support your neck until you're able to work with your neck in a way where it doesn't need support. Okay? But for everyone else, I want you to bring your arms out and up like an arrow, and then up and down, so you're starting to to massage that part of your thoracic spine a little bit, allowing it to open it more, and then you're gonna also bring an ankle weight over your head. So there's two options, the ankle weight as well as a strap, and I'm gonna show you both. So if this is like a 5-pound ankle weight or 10-pound, then you're going to be using that to further open your spine.
Now, the other thing I want you to bring awareness is your hips, because this gives you the ability, so you can actually go on your toes, gives you the ability to bring your hips as low as you can while you're opening up your back. So like, I want you to kind of look like a rainbow. Okay, so the hips are moving up and down, and the arms are moving up and down, okay? Now, this is what it's gonna look like with the strap. You're gonna take the strap, it's gonna be right here, then you're gonna wrap your hands over the strap, and you're going to bring it over your head. Now, you're gonna bring this over your head, and the goal is to have your thumbs on your forehead. Thumbs on the forehead, elbows together, and then bringing those hips up and down, Now, if this is too easy and the strap is not doing anything, and you feel the same as if you don't have the strap, then clearly you're not using it correctly. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that the distance that I need to wrap my hand one more time, so that this really kind of like forces it's kind of challenging for me to bring my thumbs together, and then the elbows even more challenging, and then it's really kind of locking my head in place, extending my neck, and then I'm opening up those hips, okay? So bring my hips up and down, So that's one way of doing it. The other one is simply just with your arms, and the other one is with an ankle weight and using dynamic motion to constantly like open things up. Now, that's one position that you're going to be, but then the next one, when you're ready, is even nicer, and you're going to position that right at that same spot, which is like the edge of where your shoulder blades are, so that bra line, and then this will take you even further into opening up your spine, and you're gonna bring your hips up and down, and grab that ankle weight. Try to keep your arms as straight as possible. It's okay if they slightly bend, and that way, or with an arrow, hands pointing as an arrow, bring hips up and down as well as your arms. And also you can gently massage your neck while you're here, and gently move it from one side to the other. It's an amazing stretch for your neck. You can give yourself this deep circular massage, everything from behind your ears on both sides of your neck. And you can also get into that scalp massage and just really allowing gravity to just open up your chest, your shoulders, your neck. These are the areas where we're holding so much stress, so much tightness, so many emotions, so much builds up in our throat, heart, chest, shoulder, thoracic area. So I prefer the 4x6 because it's way more stable. Okay, but the other option that you can do is actually take 2 blocks and position them this way, so you're still getting that height, but it's more stable. So you have options on how you can work with it. So I'm just going to look at you guys and yeah, haven't spent much time on this for a while, so yes.
Mona, you said if this is easy, then I'm doing something wrong in this position.
Sorry, love, can you repeat?
If this feels easy, like this, like with the strap, you're saying that I'm doing something wrong?
Yeah, the strap should be tighter. you need to roll it again over your hands. Like it should be something I wanted to I think you can definitely position the block upright. You have it lying down. For you, you definitely can position the block upright. I would recommend.
But it feels like it.
Yeah, so definitely go for it this way. Yeah. And then try the straight arms with the ankle weight. Over your, and like try to almost drop your hips to the floor. Like Luz is doing beautiful work. Almost like trying to bring your bum
Okay.
to the floor. Carla, I just love all your colors, your stool and your pink blocks, and like just I don't know, it looks like you look like you're in a princess castle. My Disney princess.
You want to see what Randy got for me?
Unless it's something really naughty. Yes.
No. He got these beautiful lights.
Oh yeah, I know, you told me. I know, it's so beautiful. So beautiful.
It's been fun. It's been fun.
I can tell, just so beautiful. Okay, Mirjana, you're definitely feeling a difference. I can see your back opening up so much.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing work. Yes, that's definitely, I don't even know if you know how much flexibility you have in your back. Like you have an incredibly like flexible thoracic spine, which is just remarkable.
Yeah, with the scoliosis that I have, it is.
Just amazing, amazing flexibility in your spine. So you guys can do that, and then you can take a moment and do a counter stretch and then go back into it. And I'm just going to dive the rest of you. So Azam, Stigla, like there's no point of you using the strap isn't doing anything because you're not holding it tight enough. So for you, my love, I would just recommend forget the strap. Just bring your arms together up like an arrow and try to bring them to the floor as you bring your hips down. Don't bend those elbows, keep those arms straight. Yeah, there we go. And just work on that. Yeah, and then maybe when you're ready, you can use ankle weights. That might be easier for some of you than using the strap. And Kelly, good work, love. Just try to bring those hips up and down and your arms a little closer to the floor as well. And Amber, good job. Try to work on bringing those hips even closer to the floor.
Lana?
Yes.
I'm finding it really hard to breathe when I'm bending back over. Is that normal?
Yes, it is, because you're just starting out. So what I'm gonna have Carla do is she's gonna send you a link to the Life Lessons website after this class. And there is a specific video there explaining what happens when you're feeling shortage of breath or you feeling dizzy or nauseous when you're doing this, because these are all things that are going to arise when you're starting to do these things. So what I would recommend is probably just going back to the block setting without the stool and working that way until this passes, because it will pass. It's just a lot of new things are happening for your body right now. It's an emotional thing because I mean it's a physical manifestation of emotions that are arising from finally opening up, because a lot of us go through life and we're kind of in protection and closing up and all this, and now you're opening up, so there's a lot of maybe fear and discomfort that comes with it, and then the body starts to trigger, you know, this like
either a shortage of breath, or for some people it'll be headaches or nausea or whatever that may be. So it does.
Yeah, I feel really sick too.
Sorry.
I feel really sick too, but yeah.
Okay, so the idea is for you to go back to the setting where
One block or two?
you need to decide that. Like if you felt
Yeah.
good on this level, then stay on this level until you're feeling amazing and confident to go to
Okay.
that level. So I would do that for as long as you're feeling comfortable to transition to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I want to do, some of you can transition to counter stretches, and then I also want to transition to the shoulder opening spinal twist. I see a lot of you naturally are doing the twist. So let's do the sequence where we're doing this deep thoracic stretch, then we're doing counter stretch, then we're doing the shoulder opening spinal twist. So I'm going to guide you guys into that. And okay. Let me just.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. You're gonna start off by lying on your stomach. You're gonna lie on your stomach. You're going to extend your left arm. We're gonna start on the left side at a 90-degree angle in relation to the rest of your body, palm facing the floor. If you're a beginner and you're still working your way to having a really healthy and strong neck, you're not there yet, just put a block underneath your head, a 3x6x9 to support your neck. But if you're willing to take on the challenge with your neck, then you do not need a block. And then you're going to be turning this way. You're going to bring your feet together, toes touching, ankles touching, and you're going to position it right in alignment with your belly button. So if I was to draw a straight line from my toes to my ankles to my belly button, it'd be perfectly aligned. It would also be perfectly aligned with my right nipple. I know it sounds weird, but like I'm trying really hard to, it's been very challenging to get everyone to envision that perfect line. So that's the best way that I could help you connect the dots and align your body correctly. So toes alignment with belly button, right nipple in alignment with your nose. Unless you have to fully relax your head, and that's okay too. But if you're here and you're ready for strengthening your neck as well as bringing back that full range of motion, you're going to be looking at the ceiling. Okay, then you're going to bring the right knee to face the ceiling, the left knee to face the ceiling as well. Both of my feet now are planted flat on the floor, and my right foot is in alignment with my right butt cheek and my left one with the left. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be bringing my knees. I'm going to use dynamic motion. Over time, you're going to work towards bringing both knees onto the floor in the opposite direction, and then your arm over and turning your head. Okay, now if you're a beginner, this might be all you need to do with a block underneath your head until you're ready to transition to the next level. This is a work in progress, but this one is extremely healing in a way that it helps us release anything that we're holding in our lumbar spine, as well as helps us detoxify our organs and liver. So we're gonna do this until I guess for as long as you feel your body needs to. Then you're gonna bring yourself and lie down back on your mat, resting your head fully, bringing both arms on both sides of the body. Relax, breathe for at least 30 seconds, and then you're going to repeat the exact same process on the other side. My intermediates are going to do one round this way, and then the next round in a more advanced setting where they are bringing a block underneath the palm of their hand and taking that twist to a whole new level. So this is what it's gonna look like on the other side. You can do this for as long as you need to, and then come back and lie down on your stomach again. And we're gonna do this twice on each side. Progress happens on the second set. All right, I'm just gonna look at you guys. Sure you're doing everything correctly. Good job, Ernstine, with your neck and your twist. I think you've come a really, really, really long way. I don't know if you're aware, but that is, I think, a huge improvement from where you started. And Lori Love, I'm so happy to see you back here. You have no idea.
Well, I'm really happy to be back, I'm telling you. I've
I'm-
been missing the classes so much and the group and everything, so really happy.
I missed you so much. Azela, we need to fix that alignment. Okay, I need you to imagine that you folded your mat in half and there's a perfect line right in the center of it. Okay. Amber, you have beautiful alignment. So Azela, you need to align your body because you're doing this kind of zigzag and it's not, you're not working the right areas of the body. So we want to make sure that, you're aligned properly. So imagine there's a straight line right in the center of your mat. So your feet have to be aligned with your bum, and then that has to be aligned. Your hips have to be aligned with your shoulders. Okay, so let's try this again. And if you want, I'll demonstrate again.
I think I get a little confused when you put your feet together. Am I keeping my feet
When
together?
you're putting your feet together, the feet are perfectly aligned with your bum. So right foot in line with the right butt cheek and left one with the left.
Okay, so my feet are staying together though.
Well, they're side by side. They're not like this.
Yeah, so when you like go to the side and you're like put your feet together, I separate them after.
Yes, they're flat on the floor.
Okay.
Shannon Love, you can continue on to the next set. So twice on each side. Second set is usually when the progress happens. The first one, we're just like untangling first time of the day. And Sophie, good job, love. Just try to slightly turn your head. Yeah, up to the ceiling. Perfect. Okay, that's better. But your feet are not in alignment with your bum. Okay, so if you were to draw, like if you were to align them perfectly, right foot with the left, each foot is with your bum. Yeah, that way. Okay, I'm just gonna demonstrate one more time for you, love. Okay, it's okay. Once you get it right, you'll have it right for life. So it's well worth it. Let me demonstrate again. Okay. So I'm right here, then bring my feet together. They're right here in alignment. Then I'm bringing them flat on the mat. So you see my right foot is fully aligned with my right butt cheek, the left one with the left. You're doing something kind of like this. So it's really hard to, you have to bring them sometimes it's gonna be hard to bring them really to touch your bum. You might need to do it a little further, but that's the idea. It has to be perfectly aligned. Okay, perfectly aligned with your bum. So like right here, my entire body is like perfectly aligned. So.
Was that right? Were you looking? I just put my feet to like.
Yeah, can show me again, please.
Like that?
Way better.
Okay.
Yeah, way better. Okay, perfect. Okay, so if you guys have done this twice on each side, what we can do.
Lala, can you just check my position?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you have good alignment.
Thank you.
Yeah, good alignment. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we can work on till the end of class. We can do more like thoracic core, neck kind of work against the wall and shoulders. If anyone wants to do the camel twist, they can do that. Carla, if you want to work on a wall cobra, you can do that. Or anyone else in my intermediates. So I think I'm going to guide you guys with the praying princess and maybe opening up that neck further. Is that something everyone's going to benefit? So neck, thoracic, core, shoulder. That's the routine I want to go over with right now.
Yep, good. The neck is good. Yep, I need the neck.
Okay, awesome. Yes, I know you do. So, and it's going to complement really nicely what we just did. So, all right, here we go. So I need you to grab your block again. Okay. And like I said, my intermediates, if you want to do something slightly different, you can work on the cobra against the wall, or you can work on the camel twist. So, all right, I just need everyone muted. So I'll do that as I'm demonstrating. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna do this nice routine here. Anyone that is healing their neck, let me know so I can maybe be mindful on how I'm guiding you. But here we go. We're going to be putting this just about over here, and then I'm moving away from the wall just about an arm's length, okay? And then right here at the low part of the block, I'm gonna put my chin, and I'm going to stick my bum out. So like my legs are slightly apart. I'd say they're like this far apart, okay? So I'm gonna put my chin right over here, and if it's too challenging for you to bring your arms up that way, then hold your block this way, bend your knees slightly, and then work on bringing your chest to the wall. So what that's gonna do, it's gonna help you really strengthen those neck muscles, open up the neck, tone the neck, lengthen the neck. It's gonna help you open up your spine. It's gonna help you engage your core. And it's gonna help you build some strength up in your shoulders, okay? So I'm gonna demonstrate this again, okay? But it's really important you stick your bum up, because if you're just doing this,
there's no opening happening in your spine. And it's not gonna engage the right areas. So like this, here we go. That's one variation. Okay, so you're gonna do this, and then I want you to alternate. So we did some wonderful shoulder work. I want you to alternate to opening up your shoulders backwards. So you're gonna be bringing yourself this way. Putting your hands up this way and then going into a sitting position. Now, if it's too hard for you to interlock your fingers and get, like, I'm just showing you, this is a bit of advanced version, but it doesn't matter. Even if you get to this, you're gonna really open up your shoulders. If it's too hard for you to interlock your fingers, you can open up your hands and just position them this way and simply move towards bringing yourself in a sitting position, okay? But like over time, we're going towards that, okay? So you're gonna do this as gentle as you can, and I'm going to look at you, look at your form, and yeah. Now, it's really important that you are sticking your bum out so that you're making this like 90-degree angle almost kind of position with your body. So neck, shoulders, core, back, everything is going to be engaged, worked on. And then like Rapture, if you're starting out and it might be overwhelming doing it with the neck, just don't put the neck on the block. Just remove the block and just work on just bringing those arms up. That's another option. And remember, you can make it as gentle or as intense as you want it to be by determining how much pressure you're putting on your chin. Because if you're new, you're just diving into this, like you, Alafia, for example, then you can take a very, very gentle approach. And Rapture, you don't need to. Rapture, so if you're doing this without a block, don't put your chin on the wall. Just look up. Yeah. And try to keep your hands straight as much as you can, as opposed to this. Yeah. So arms straight like this as opposed to this. So the movement is supposed to come from you're supposed to feel it in your neck and your shoulders and your abdominals and your back. So for example, Azea, I feel that there's more movement going on with your hips. It's like your hips are doing more of the humping the wall kind of movement versus the movement coming from the upper part of the body. Like the hips are just very barely moving. It's really like the opening of the spine, neck, shoulders, all of that's happening. So if that makes sense. Sometimes it's a matter of getting into this rhythm of creating the right movements in the right areas of the body to really target it. Because the first instinct a lot of us have is like humping the wall.
Okay, so
trust me, I've had like the extremes, and we had a lot of fun, bursting into laughter. But I'm happy to demonstrate again if you like.
Yeah, I remember last time I was doing that, and then I had to correct myself. So am I bending my legs?
Yeah, it's really hard for me to actually see you from the back. If I could see you more from the side, or at least from an angle, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna move this over. This.
And lose beautiful work.
So am I keeping my legs straight for the most part? And
no, you can bend your knees.
Okay.
Yeah, you can bend your knees, and then the movement is coming from your chest. Yeah, I mean that's good. That's good.
Yeah, you are opening up your back, so that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. And beautiful work, Mirjana. And Alafia, love, if you could just, not now, just stay in your zone, but when you're taking a break, just bring your camera up a little bit so I can see your beautiful being in your entire glory, not just half of it. Awesome. And Lori, beautiful work. Just remember the dynamic movement. So you guys are, even if it's subtle, the dynamic movement is really important because that's what's going to help you open things up. If we're static, then we're frozen. And then sometimes we also hold our breath. So there's a lot of movement here to help us.
What's the dynamic movement?
Sorry?
Sylvia, what's the dynamic movement just to keep moving?
Bring yourself closer to the wall, closer and away, closer and away. Like, you know,
Okay.
think about like a wave of the ocean. Think about all our movements like a wave hitting the shore and then going back, hitting the shore and going back. Always that water, that flow, life moves.
Nice.
As opposed to like freezing and holding and being stagnant and like, you know, just Luz, did you come close to the camera to tell me you love me?
Yes, I do. I really wanted to. I just didn't want to disturb you, you know, given this.
You're such an angel. Okay, you have to go? Okay, my love.
I just wanted to let you know how much I'm enjoying these days, like how much it has opened. Like when I go in the walk, it just doesn't hurt anymore, but it feels like, I don't even know how to say it. It's just, I don't know. It's just pure happiness coming
You don't have
from.
to say anything. I'm just looking at you and I'm already feeling the happiness is contagious. So
Thank you. I just wanted to ask you if you could refresh the cover against the wall, because it's been a few.
oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me see if I can do that. Okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, I'll do that. But anyone new, I guess, I don't want you to starting to do this now, but I can teach it fully next class. I'm just gonna demonstrate for Luz because it's a little refresher. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Okay. Let me. Okay, this is our cobra against the wall, and those of you who are newer, I'm happy to demonstrate and go into it maybe next class, but it is more of an intermediate thing. So I'm gonna start here. I'm putting my chest against the wall, putting my blocks here, looking up to the ceiling, and I'm sliding into this. And then I might take my blocks from this way. And my goal is to bring my belly button as much as close to the wall as possible. Now, this is going to be quite demanding on your lower back. So anyone with lower back pain, don't recommend doing this. But what you can do here is I'm supporting my body, a lot of my body weight with my hands. So my palms are turned towards my legs. And I'm here. And then when you're ready, the goal is for you to start moving like closer and closer to the wall. So if you can imagine your belly button being stuck on the wall, that is the goal. Then we're gonna bring our arms up, and then this is kind of a journey of like you going backwards as much as possible, and then you can start by also putting a block here, bringing your feet, eventually bring your feet to your head, also bringing yourself closer to your legs here all the way. So I mean, it is a work in progress, but this is kind of a really fast version of the cobra against the wall. And then of course you're going to need the counter stretch, the one when you flip over, tap the lower back, and take your time doing that. So I'm happy to teach that maybe next class. So yeah, so that's just a refresher. Okay, my love.
Could you also show me the rainbow against the wall once more? Just the small rainbow?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so you guys we're just wrapping things up. So I'm just going to, and then if we have any questions, I'm happy to answer. So I'm just gonna demonstrate the rainbow against the wall for anyone who needs it.
Thank you.
Sorry. Okay, I'm going to position the same arm, so my wall's on my right. I'm positioning my right arm on my hip. I'm bringing the left arm over my head, and I am about 2 feet away from the wall, or if you have less flexibility in your spine, you need to move a little closer. And then my left arm is going over my head. My palm is facing down, and then I need to move a little closer. So just about maybe 1.5 feet or 2 at most. Then I'm going to be pushing my hip out. Okay, and I'm going to make sure this arm over my head is slightly behind my ear. So I'm going to push my hips out, push my hip out. And then once I've done a couple of those, I'm going to bring both arms onto the wall and continue and pushing my hip out. Okay, so I'm going to do that on one side. Then I'm going to repeat the exact same process on the other side. Starting with the hand on my hip really helps me bring awareness that it's the hip that I have to push out, having the right alignment, everything is perfectly aligned. If I was to squeeze you between 2 walls, then you would fit perfectly in, meaning you're not hunching forward or backwards. Everything is just perfect. All right, so that's the rainbow against the wall. I just demonstrated those quickly, but you guys should have been working on the princess routine with the chin on the wall. Those of you who, that's what we're doing. So I'm ready to transition to questions and answers. And if you guys want to do like the Cobra against the wall routine, we can certainly do that next class and take more time and dive into it, because I don't like to have a shallow approach to any kind of stretch that we do. Usually any kind of stretch that we do has a sequence of a couple that we rotate that prepare one for the other, that help us go deeper. So that's why I like to spend more time on fewer things so that we can go further. You guys can transition to your next stretch, and if I may answer your questions, those of you who have questions, I'm happy to answer. You guys can just unmute and ask away.
I have a quick question. It's more, how do I make appointment with you because my program is ending this April?
Oh, sure. Mirjana, I can connect you with me, or I can connect you with Sharon. Yeah, we'll be in touch. I'll message you like after class.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I can. Are we connected on a private thread?
No, we're not. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to do that. I'm connected with Carla. But I don't think I am connected with you.
What's your time zone, love?
The EST, Eastern Time.
Eastern, okay. Okay, well, maybe Carla can forward me your number and I can just give you a quick call after class.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do that. Or I can probably find you in the system. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Awesome. Okay, any other questions? I'm happy to answer. How is everyone feeling so far?
Great.
I'm happy to hear. Shannon, how are you feeling?
I have a question. Oh, me? Yeah, I was just feeling some stuckness here. That's why I was taking some breaks. I did do the allotted sequence, but in between I did some movement to open this up. I'm particularly tight on this side. just one side, and I felt that the rainbow was really helpful for that. But I'm just wondering if you have any other recommendations. Or is
Yeah,
that
so the one that we're
That's
doing, so when we do the splits class, remember that we do the catching the butterfly, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be really helpful, catching the butterfly with the elbow on the side and over. That's gonna really like go even deeper than the rainbow against the wall. And then the other one is like Carla's favorite, is the one where, you know, you're putting the blocks underneath your bum.
Yeah.
And like going back into it. So that's
That's been incredible for me. Maybe that's what I'm feeling, because when she introduced that to me, like reintroduced that to me a couple weeks ago, and I've been doing it, it's really been it's so difficult, but it's such an important one, you know, because this has just been totally stuck, and that was so painful that I avoided it. It didn't even occur to me to try to go
It's
through
the things that we want to avoid the most that our body needs the most. And then the leg swings, I think, are going to be a really good one that will actually prepare you for that opening, as well as the catching the butterfly, the frog, all of that. So I think you should be really looking forward to our next split class.
Great. Okay, thanks so much.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. Okay, next question.
Yeah, hi, Ilana. It's
Hello, my
Sylvia.
angel.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah, interesting what you said, that the area that you fear the most, you protect the most, the area that's blocked the most, you don't want to. And I find it I'm always protecting my back of my neck. Whenever we do the exercises that go back, I always hold it to bring it back again. Is that because I've got a weakness at the back of my neck, or a weakness in the front of my neck? Or is it just blocked up?
A lot of things. So it could be blocked up. It could be a weakness because there really isn't a lot of exercises that we do anytime in the day to help us strengthen that area. And that area, you know, becomes weak, becomes stagnant, and becomes tight because of just our lifestyle that's very like forward head all the time. And so unless we take the time, like we do in this class, to open it up, things are just gonna tighten and close up as time goes by. And then, you know, I've seen what that looks like when I went to visit my dad in a retirement home. And it's a scary thing. So and yes, there's a lot of emotional blockages also here with us constantly, you know. So what we're doing in the classes, we're constantly opening up our vulnerable areas. So the neck and the chest and the heart and the abdomen. And so by doing that, we're cultivating a sense of trust again, and then fearlessness, which is very empowering. But it does take time to break free from it. That's what I was explaining to Rapture. And that's why in the Life Lessons website, Carla, if you can send that over to her, there's a specific video where I go into, like, if you're experiencing the nausea and the headaches, and the shortage of breath is one of them as well. That's why these things are happening. So just with the body work alone, we can already release these emotional blockages and liberate ourselves. And you will feel lighter, and you're gonna feel a lot more freedom, and your body is gonna become more aligned, like in a measurable way that you can see if you had x-rays from before and after.
Yeah, no, great. I mean, today's class was like made for me.
Oh, good.
No,
I'm so happy.
with the stool and going back, the shoulder, the neck, and here. Perfect.
Oh, good. I'm so happy because every time I like to be inspired by like creating a sequence that just helps untangle things.
Excellent.
So.
And the princess with the block against.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you. Thank you for sharing that. It means a lot. Beautiful. Okay, and Ernstine, like I said, your progress has been amazing. Amazing. I'm so proud of you. I know it was so challenging in the beginning, but I think you've come such a long way. And, you know, like just the difference that's going to make for the rest of your life is humongous. So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Yes. It's a step-by-step thing, but I enjoy
keeping at it and seeing slow progress. But yeah, I'm noticing,
Definitely.
especially here, there's things happening here. It's like a burning sensation, but I think it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Like last night I stayed at a friend's and it turned out that I snore. Have you got any?
Yeah. So what's going on is, especially when we're sleeping on our back, it definitely has a tendency to trigger snoring. So there's a couple of things that are going on. One of them, certain foods. Some people are, sensitive. They'll eat certain things. It'll trigger snoring. Some things are more congesting. The other thing is the sleeping position. People are just generally more prone to snoring when they're sleeping on their back. If you're sleeping on the side, you're less prone to snoring. And then there's a whole other research regarding that I can bring up to your attention.
Talking, I got a call, and so I couldn't hear what you were saying after the first. You said that it's certain foods, and then you said
Well, there's a combination of a couple of things. There's certain foods that can create congestion in the body. Some of those things is like overconsumption on dairy. I don't know if the kefir would be it, but like just dairy, like in general, overconsumption of dairy. Another thing, like nuts, like too much nuts can cause congestion. There's probably a bunch of other foods, but those are like the top two that I know of. And then the sleeping position, you're a lot more prone to snoring if you're sleeping on your back versus on the side. And then there's even more research beyond that I can bring to your attention, but I would have to look into it further, but it's some to refresh my memory. So
I don't know if I snore every night, right? Because I'd have to. And actually I sometimes wear a mouth plaster,
Yeah.
So I just breathe through my nose. But I just thought I'd ask you in case. Okay. But
yeah.
do you put kefir? Do you put that? Is that like dairy? I mean, obviously it's dairy, but because I am drinking a lot of kefir, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, but then the thing is, what is a lot? So
500 milliliters, 250 to 300 to 400 milliliters.
I don't know if that would be a contributor. And there's different types of milk. So is it cow's milk or is it goats?
Yeah, it's a mixture. It's mainly goat's milk.
Mainly goats. I don't know if that would be the only way is for you to maybe record yourself at night with and without, see if that's that. I don't think that's the contributing factor, but too much dairy, in general, will do that.
Okay.
But I don't know if kefir, I know with too much cheese or too much yogurt or too much or just milk or things like that can be very mucogenic. So it creates a lot of mucus. But I don't the only way to know if the kefir is causing that is just do a little audio and see what's going on. So, and then the different sleeping positions and but generally as people are cleaner, it's and I think there's also tongue exercises to strengthen the neck, but actually what we're doing here with strengthening the neck muscles should also help and improve that as well. So we can certainly spend more time on the neck exercises because a lot of times also the weakness of this area right here. So I mean, if anyone wants, I can bring on more onto that, but yeah. So thanks for bringing it.
I posted that in the main chat.
What, the life lessons?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I forward you Mariana's. I couldn't find her phone number in the system. It says no number, but her email's there.
Okay, Mirjana. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Any other questions, my beautiful beings? Until next class.
Elena, a quick follow-up about the sleeping position. You said on the side at one might prevent that snoring. but I think I heard you say that like curling up in a fetal position is maybe like an emotional state too. What
Yeah,
what
yeah,
does it
that's a
mean?
whole different conversation. That is an emotional.
Okay, so it's not bad.
No,
to
it has
feel
nothing
like-
to do with snoring. The fetal position is like people that are living in fight or flight mode or constantly like protecting themselves. Something happened to them, it's a trauma that's like they're always in survival mode kind of thing. We're working towards liberating yourself and releasing all and changing that mind-body dialogue. So, you know, opening up the neck, the shoulders, the heart, the abdomen, and just completely just rewriting that narrative. So yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But
Okay, but nothing wrong with sleeping on your side.
no, I mostly sleep on the side. So there's a video on the Life Lessons website, which Carla posted in the chat too, that there is a video that I did on optimizing your sleeping position. So it's there in that site as well.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm gonna be seeing you guys on splits class, and Shannon, that's gonna be a good one for you. So okay, my beautiful beings. It was a pleasure sharing this beautiful time and space with you. Hope you're feeling amazing. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, okay?
Bye. Thanks, Alana. Bye.
Most welcome.